That was BT Express. You remember that, do you? Come on and do it. Do it. Do it till you
Some more old school flavor.
Whatever it is.
Satisfied.
I told you this is old school Tuesday. We do it all day like this.
Welcome back to 411 Sports Talk Radio on FaceTimeRadio.com. That is your DJ, Cedric, the bench warmer.
Yeah, boy, don't give me my DJ voice.
Our Twitter handle is at 411 Sports DFW. Our website is 411sportsnews.com. We got some more sad news to talk about, and that's Hall of Famer Dean Smith, who recently passed away at the age of 83. Was that Sunday? Was it Sunday night?
Yeah, it was the 15th, February the 7th.
Okay. Just recently passed away peacefully at his home alongside his 5 children and his wife. He was 83, one of the most iconic coaches ever in sports history. Started coaching the Tar Heels, I believe, in 61?
Yeah, he started at Topeka,
61 through 97?
Yeah, he had 36 years of coaching the Tar Heels.
Okay.
36 years. He attended University of Kansas on an academic scholarship. And he's actually the coach that came out with that four corners, that four corners offense.
Yeah.
Where you come down and you got players on all four corners and all you just passing around.
Which forced them to introduce the shot clock.
Shot clock, yeah. Because you run it out by doing the four quarters.
Right.
But what's so crazy about it is he'd been coaching for so long that he had not won a national championship until Michael Jordan. It was the 1982 team when it was Michael Jordan, James Worthy, and Sam Perkins.
Yeah, I think his championship seasons were in 82 and 93.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So it'd been so long, but his second was in 93. We had George Lynch, Eric Montross, Donald Williams, and Derek Phelps.
You don't hear none of them players now.
None of them. None, except George Lynch.
The
Eric
82
Montross.
team, you had Sam Perkins, Michael Jordan, James Worthy.
Yeah, Worthy was a man. He was my man.
Yeah, that was the man right there, man.
But some of his coaches, his coaching tree. Okay, Larry Brown, whose head coach was for SMU right now. Used to coach the Denver Nuggets and New York Knicks and San Antonio Spurs, Indianapolis Pacers, Philadelphia 76ers, Charlotte Bobcats. You know, he won a championship with the Detroit Pistons, and he won a college championship. Larry Brown, one of his players and his coaches.
Wow.
Let's see some others that you might get. Matt Doherty.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he coached Notre Dame, and he coached SMU. Boy, all of them go to SMU. Let's see something. I'm just trying. George Karl. He was a point guard under Smith.
Wow.
Yeah, and Roy Williams, the University of Arkansas, University of Kansas, and North Carolina assistant coach.
I was thinking about the Roy Williams from the Cowboys.
No, not the Cowboys. Come on now.
That's some in Roy Williams, but yes,
yeah, it is.
That is true.
Mitch Kupchak, he's general manager for the Lakers right now.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Doug Moe, former NBA coach of the Denver Nuggets.
Doug Moe, M-O-E.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's old school right there. Yeah.
Tony Shara, head coach of William and Mary.
Right.
Pat Sullivan, assistant coach for the Detroit Pistons. Now, this is his legacy right here. Herbert Davis, assistant coach of the University of North Carolina. So he's got some legacy here. He's got a huge coaching tree, and then under some of these coaches, you had who was the San Antonio coach?
Greg Popovich.
Greg Popovich was under one. I think he was under who was it? George Karl.
Yes.
Yeah. So he's got some. This is a legacy. He only had one losing season.
One.
Yeah. He started out. He started out at 1961-62 in North Carolina. That was his only losing season.
Wow.
And then after that, and what's so crazy about it, they only played. They was 8-9. It was 7-7 conference.
Mm-hmm.
So he's tied for fourth. No postseason for the first 5 years. And then after that, NCAA Final Four, NCAA runner-up, Final Four, NIT first round, NIT champs, NCAA Final Four, NIT semifinals, NIT first round. He went to the dance every time.
Wow.
Every time. And once you get to 82, 81, 82 NCAA champs, it's sad that he was only champ twice
Mm-hmm.
in his 36-year career.
That's a long time.
Yeah, for you to have been around for so long, but it's only sad that you only have 2 championships under your belt.
Right.
But he graduated 98% of his students.
Now that's impressive. That's impressive.
Very impressive. He recruited 26 All-Americans to play for Carolina under him. He recruited that. His players were often successful in NBA. 5 of Smith's players have been an NBA Rookie of the Year. So among Smith's successful players, you got Michael Jordan,
Mm-hmm.
Larry Brown, James Worthy, Sam Perkins, Phil Ford, Bob McAdoo, Bill Cunningham, Kenny Smith, Walter Davis. Remember Jerry Stackhouse?
Yes, number 42.
Right. Antoine Jameson, Rick Fox, Vince Carter, Scott Williams, Rasheed Wallace. He coached 25 NBA first-round draft choices.
Wow. Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
That's an impressive resume.
It is. He says there's no way you guys would get to see a chance to see Michael Jordan play without Dean Smith, because Dean Smith recruited Jordan.
Okay.
Yeah, he had 35 consecutive seasons with 50% or better record, 22 seasons with at least 25 wins, 11 Final Fours, 17 regular season ACC titles, 13 ACC tournament titles, 27 NCAA tournament appearances, including 23 consecutive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's got a record, 79 wins in 36 years of coaching, and they started out playing like 23 games.
Mm-hmm.
So to get to 879 wins, playing 23 games, you got to be playing
some basketball.
You got to be doing some things.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You got to be doing some things. So he was married to Ann Clavering in 1954. He actually was in the United States Air Force too.
Really? He's been married to his wife since 54?
Yeah. Well, they got divorced in 73.
Oh, okay.
So never mind about that right there.
Okay, 19 years. Okay.
Yeah, well, okay. Well,
Still a long time.
yeah. So
Wow.
That is the immaculate resume of.
Why are you thinking about the Steelers?
I don't know.
The immaculate reception, bench warmer.
I got football on my head.
So yes, Dean Smith passed away recently at 83. Condolences to him and his family. Such a great teacher of the game. And again, invented the four corners offense that was used when his team had the lead late in games that forced the Basketball Association to invent the shot clock era.
Yes.
So they can at least not hold the ball on every possession.
And allow a team to at least try to come back.
And this is one situation where you can say he changed the game.
The game, yeah. And game changers like that don't come around but once in a lifetime.
With the invention of the shot clock, you had games with a lot of points scored. Without that, you had a lot of games that was really low in scoring in our terms of the world. But now you got to give up the ball within a certain amount of time, and if you don't, you lose possession. That's a huge, huge change to the game of basketball.
Right. I got one question here
Mhm.
that kind of took me back a little bit.
Where did the question come from?
Well, it's not a question; it's just a statement.
Okay.
It says, "How many notable sports personalities are we going to lose this year?" When we lost Stuart Scott, Dean Smith, Ed Sable, Charlie Seifert,
Charlie who?
Charlie Seifert, who was a black golfer.
Oh yeah. He just passed away.
Yeah, he just passed away.
We just beginning this year.
He was
As already 4.
He was on tour with your top golfers.
And don't forget Ernie Banks.
Ernie Banks.
We began this year losing a lot of celebrities.
Yep,
Sports celebrities.
Yes.
That's a good question.
Who else? And it was another golfer too. I forget the other golfer, but it was another famous golfer.
That just passed away?
Yeah, it just passed away.
I'm gonna have to research that one. Probably someone I don't really know too well.
He was a golfer that was under the radar.
Okay.
But he was always in the leaderboard.
Well, to answer that question, I kind of go back to how you begin the show, the Bible. Mm-hmm. Everybody in the Bible died.
Yeah.
If everybody in the Bible died,
what makes us think we not?
Thank you. So I think I had this conversation with somebody earlier in the week. I think when we tend to magnify a person's death if they are a celebrity, we talk about it more than the average mojo.
Right, but we don't magnify the ones that we knew personally.
Right.
You know, our own personal thing. We don't talk about that because who wants to talk about our personal? But if you want a huge death, because guess what? They have accolades. They have public accolades, but do they have personal accolades?
Right.
And I think that's the biggest thing we really have to look at is, yes, they are an athlete or they were in the limelight, but what was their contribution to their family?
Right.
It's something that, and this brings me here, and we'll go to break. If you look in the Bible, Moses was a minister, but Moses' wife was upset because, yes, he was given to the people, he had public accolades, but he couldn't even get his son circumcised.
Wow.
So she came by and circumcised him and threw the foreskin at him and said, hey, at Moses said, hey, yes, you're taking care of your people. I mean, you minister to them, but what about your home? So in the sports world, you have sports accolades. Mm-hmm. Yes, you're doing great things on the court. You're doing great things on the football field, on the baseball diamond, on the hockey rink. But what things are you doing here at the house?
That's what it boiled down to.
Right. How often are you leaving us? And it's okay because you have a job. You know, you're doing your job, but when you're finished doing your job, are you taking care of your house?
Right.
And that, to me, I think that those that take care of their homes deserve better accolades than those that don't.
Right.
You know, so you might be a great hoop star, but what are you doing at home? Can you score the basket at home? Can you score your touchdown at home? Can you hit the home run at home?
That's where it counts the most.
You know,
family.
And the problem is that we're so gung-ho and hell-bent on the beauty of the sport, how athletic they are, that let me talk about your home life. Let me see how athletic you are at home. You know, and a lot of times you get these athletes that jump from wife to wife to wife to wife, going all over the place. Prime example, prime time.
Deion Sanders. Mm-hmm.
You know, you want to get all up in Potter's house and be all great over there, but when you get to the house, you want to call the police because Polari doing whatever. You can't take care of your home. Money is not going to take care of your home when you ain't there.
True.
I'll have to write that down. Where'd that come from? I got to write that down.
I got a comment from Gigi. Billy Casper.
Billy Casper. That's who he is.
Right.
Thank you, sweetheart. Billy Casper.
Yes, sir. But everybody in the Bible died, and so we shouldn't be surprised that if everybody in the Bible died, so will Michael Jackson, so will Aaliyah, so will Dean Smith.
Exactly.
So will
their time is coming.
Everybody has a stopwatch,
and you ain't gonna be late for that.
Right. When your clock strikes 00:00, your time is up.
It's done.
So one thing I can say is it doesn't matter if you're a celebrity or you're a homeless person. When it's your time